Okay, so this question came in my head, probably based off my last reading. Is there something I should know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Is there something I should know or I need to know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Is there something I should know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Is there something I need to know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Is there something I need to know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Is there something I need to know or I should know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? Okay. Is there something I should know even if it's gonna hurt my feelings? I don't know. Do you wanna know? If you're here and you stayed for the answer to this question, yes, then there is something you need to know, even if it does hurt your feelings, because it's going to help you grow, right? All the lessons that we get in our life is for growth. That is why we're here in this earth school, in this hardest school, the most dense school. Interesting. The Three of Swords flipped, even though I don't take the flippers because this is such a slippery deck. I just find it interesting that that one flipped over. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it to the side here for a second. Is there something we need to know? Even if it's going to hurt my feelings, is there something we need to know? Even if it's going to hurt my feelings. Okay. I may use that as an aside because of the topic, today's topic, right? Is there something we should know even if it's going to hurt my feelings? Because I can tell you, sometimes we don't want to know things and we need to know them for our own growth. And let me cut the deck. That's why they say ignorance is bliss, right? All right, let's see what we got. Queen of Pentacles, okay. Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles, okay. That's interesting. There's something that we need to know, even if it's going to hurt my feelings. All right, I'm going with my intuition here that because the heartbreak card flipped out, that there is some heartbreak here. And the Queen is here because the Queen represents our intuition, mastery, wisdom, receptivity, a deep understanding. And we're being asked to look and understand, you know, the reasoning behind the situation that has arisen in your life. And for you to hold on to yourself, like hold on to your sovereignty in a way, right? Because pentacles are about anything in the physical world. So this could have something to do with a relationship. I'm getting the feeling that it is a relationship because of the three cards that are out, and of course the flipping of the heartbreak card. I'm just going to turn it over so you can see. This is the card that like flipped over. You all saw it flip. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking that something is coming up that you maybe already suspect in a relationship that is coming to maybe an end, right? If you look at the Nine of Cups, cups are about our emotions, and nines are about things coming to fruition. So if we're asking if something we need to know, that means that it's coming to that period right now that you are going to become aware of something in a relationship that you haven't been maybe aware of, but maybe you've been suspecting. for a while. Maybe somebody's been dishonest with you. I'm not going to say that it's cheating or anything. That could be it, but somebody that you love is not, you're feeling something off in the relationship. They're not even being honest with you. You can just feel something has shifted. You know something has changed. And maybe there's a part of you that doesn't want to know what it is, because if you look at the Four of Pentacles, fours a lot of times are about structure and stability, but they can also be about stagnation and limitation. And do you see how she's holding on to those pentacles? So you're clutching at this relationship, like you don't want to let it go, right? You don't want it to change. There's something here about you not wanting the relationship to change. But the Queen, who is the inner master, is telling you that no matter what, it's going to be okay. Whatever it is, you are going to be all right. Because if you see the nobility of the Queen and you see the sunflower behind her, and she's holding on right now to whatever this is, but she is ready to find out or be shown or see the reality of the situation. And like I said, the reason that I'm saying it is relationship based is because of cups are about our emotions, which are about relationships. This card flipped over, it wanted us to see it, right? It's about heartbreak. And pentacles are about things in the physical form. So to me, that also represents, relationships, right? Because you're having a physical relationship with another human being. And we're afraid to let it go, because change is a scary thing. When anything changes in our lives, it's scary. And with all the upheaval that's going on, there are upheavals in relationships that are no longer serving you. So what is coming up is some relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, the Lovers card is in here, and the Two of Cups is in here, which would give me a definitive romance aspect to it. But that doesn't mean that the relationship in and of itself wouldn't be painful if it's no longer sustainable. It could be a deep friendship. It could be a family member, right? It could be with a company that you loved working with. You had a relationship with them, but maybe, things are shifting and things are changing. You're gonna be okay, but it's coming to fruition. And then there's parts of you that are going to try to hold on to what's familiar, but it's not going to serve you, because you want to tap into your sovereign queen energy, because there's something better for you. There's something better for you. The sunflower, look at the sunflower. Look at the flowers behind her and the mountains behind her. So there is something better for you, all right? You just have to get through the emotional component of it. Maybe some of the heartbreak of it changing or being over or shifting. You may find out some information. Maybe somebody, you thought you knew somebody and you found out they were talking about you behind your back. I'm looking at the birds in this, flying and squawking. Maybe you found out somebody, you're going to find out, or you have found out somebody's been talking shit about you behind your back, right? Okay. And you're wishing it was the way it used to be. You're clutching and you're holding on, but things can't stay the same, right? Things have to grow, things have to move, and things have to transform. And sometimes it's painful. Actually, more often than not, it's painful. And that's why I think this card flipped over. But seeing the Queen here is giving me a lot of confidence in saying whatever it is, you need to know about it because it's only going to serve you in the long run. It's only going to serve you in the long run. Okay? So think about in your life right now, if you have a feeling, a hit, an intuition that something isn't right in this romantic relationship, in this friendship, in this family dynamic, in this coworker dynamic, in, where you're working, whatever it is, trust that feeling, because there's something coming, if you don't know already, that you're going to be finding out pretty soon. But it's going to help you grow, and something better is going to come after that. All right, I hope that helps. If anybody sees something that I didn't mention, I would love to hear it in the comments. Please let me know. If somebody's going through something and wants to share, you can do that. It's a safe space to share. I would love it if you would like and you would subscribe and let me know your thoughts. Tarot is a new journey for me. Probably now we're going on 9 months maybe since I started reading. And so I'm really, still figuring out the cards as I go, but I'm trusting what my intuition is telling me. And I'm also looking at the images in the pictures, and that is also helping me with, guiding me on what I'm feeling when I ask the question. All right. I hope everybody is doing well. Stay safe. Do something that you love to bring yourself some joy every day if you can. All right. See you next time. Bye.